Hello everyone, I want to thank you so much for coming back to my channel today. If today is your first time, I do want to welcome you. On today's episode, we will be making my garlic butter bread rolls, and I'm going to quickly go through the ingredients which I'll be using. Here I have 4 cups of all-purpose flour. I have 2 tablespoons of sugar. I have 5 tablespoons of melted butter. I have a teaspoon of salt. And this is the water which I'm going to use to activate my yeast, which is about 2 cups of water. A tablespoon of sugar. And 2 tablespoons of active dry yeast. To activate your yeast, you don't want your water to be too hot. That the water is to the point where you can stick your finger in and it's comfortable. It doesn't have to be very hot. It has to be lukewarm. Okay. All right, so let's have our yeast activated. Let's stir it and then set it at a warm place to have it activated, and then I'm going to move on to mixing the ingredients in the flour. Please stay tuned. So let's go ahead and mix our flour. I'm going to add the 2 tablespoons of sugar. And the 1 teaspoon of salt. And I'm simply going to mix the two. Next, let's go ahead and add our melted butter and mix that as well. These rolls are very delicious, and they are very simple to make. So now that the butter is completely mixed, let's see whether our yeast has been activated and pour that in there as well. Okay, so as you can see, the surface of the yeast is getting foamy, which tells us that the yeast has been activated. So now you can go ahead and pour that inside the flour. I have created a wall in between, in the middle of the flour mix. So just mix it all in. So let's go ahead and knead the dough. I'll knead it about 8 minutes. I have already coated my bowl with a little bit of oil to prevent the dough from getting sticky when it's risen. So that is ready, and I'm going to set that aside. Okay, so let's go ahead and store our dough inside the container. Okay. And I'm gonna cover with a cling wrap. And then stir it at a warm place and have it rise for about 1 hour. And until then, please stay tuned until the dough has doubled in size, and we will take it from there. So to coat our garlic bread, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to melt this butter, and I'm going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese, garlic powder, and a teaspoon of basil. So once that is done, I'll go ahead and coat it on top of the bread before I put it in the oven. So it looks like our dough has doubled in size, and now we can work on it. Okay. So please keep watching as I roll the dough and cut it into shapes. So I cut the dough, fold it and fold it again, and I just start playing with it, folding it inside the middle, just like that. Now continue this process until it has molded to a round shape. Then start pinching the ends like this. Also, I have it in the middle of my palm, just pinching the ends like this. Then start turning it in circular motion, just like that. If I feel like it's solid enough for me, just put it aside. Okay, so I'm gonna have it sit. This is it. I'm gonna have it sit for 40 minutes. When it's risen, I'll show you the result before putting it in the oven. Please stay tuned. It looks like our rose has risen, so I'm just gonna coat it the little bit of the batter mixture that I made, just to give it that beautiful brown look or golden brown look before I put it in the oven.